DRDO dictation at the speed of 100 words per minute. Dictation start within 5 seconds. Start. Before independence, the defense services worked on a system of contract budget. Defense expenditure was pegged at rupees 55 crore per year, which was more than half of the central government revenue. There was no serious threat from outside except during World War II, when a fresh agreement was signed, and this amount was more than adequate to maintain the establishment stop. The savings were not allowed to lapse but put away in the defense reserve fund that was utilized to finance measures for re-equipment of the defense service, thus fearing the government from having to provide fund money greater than the contract amount. Stop. Expenditure on defense rose steeply soon after independence. However, there was no planned effort, and defense program consisted mainly of outright purchase from abroad, drawing heavy on available sterling reserve. In the late 1950s, some efforts were made to initiate domestic weapons production by the Ministry of Defense when Mr. Krishna Menon was the defense minister. Stop. The Sino-Indian conflict in 1962 assumed a new defense consciousness in the country. Stop. After taking care of immediate post-war requirement, systematic defense planning started in 1964. Stop. Defense requirement were assessed on a 5-year basis. The first 5-year defense plan 1964 to 1969 was drawn up. This plan took into account the resources available and assistance which could be expected from friendly foreign countries. The plan was primarily based on an expansion and modernization program considered necessary by each service in the light of the respective that threat perception assessed. It also processed a defense production base that would gradually reduce the country external defense provide from improvement in border, road, and communication, and a modest expansion of DRDO. Stop. The government recognized the imperative need to synergize defense and development instead of planning each on a separate and unrelated level. The MOD emphasized the inevitable need to harness all resources of the country's defense, and for the defense effort to derive full sustenance from the country economic development plan. Thereafter, the National Development Council authorized the chairman of the Planning Commission to review the needs of both development and defense. A planning cell was established in 1965 in the Ministry of Defense to deal with the wider aspects of defense planning. The new system was intended to facilitate medium and long term defense planning and to maximum constant liaison with the Planning Commission and other ministers. It was expected that the MOD would derive maximum advantage from the department effort by being able to place its priority for consideration along with the overall economic and industrial plans drawn up by the Planning Commission. Stop.